Well, what the hell do you know?
I got it right this time.
But wait,
Look at
but
me.
why did it was just so seamless this time? I was like, I'm gonna get on early just in case Instagram with the shits.
No, I was ready.
And I
So what
saw
I
your
did,
notification, I accepted, and then it popped up again, I accepted, and then look, here we are.
look at me getting all good. What I did when I came on this time, usually I'm on live. I go live and on Sipping Live, and then I'm looking to see if you request me, and that gets complicated. I'm like, why don't I just go in like I'm in the live
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
just send her a request to join?
Yeah.
Duh.
Well, I'm loving this hair.
Huh?
I'm loving this hair.
Thank you. Look it. I'm loving the turtleneck. We're very fall festive. I came in a onesie today.
Look, hold on. I got my little track pants on. I'm dressed from the waist.
That's all right.
But you know, I just gotta come correct. You know, my hair is,
you look good.
since I cut it, you know, this is now that stage where it's like, what do I do with it? And I'm running out of things, just like slicking is not working. So I was struggling. So I just put my little headband on because, you know, I love my headbands.
No, it looks good.
It
looks good. It goes with the sweater. You working it. It looks
I love
good.
this sweater too. Zara, I got this, 3 years ago? It's like one of my favorite fall sweaters. So comfy.
I love how it's giving this.
Yes.
I love how, yes.
And the color. Oh, guys, say hi. You know, Q's in Virginia, so Harlow will be joining us today. Unfortunately, I have her set up on my other laptop right here, watching Coco Melon, because it's the only thing that'll keep her quiet. So this.
That's good though. I mean, it's not as long as you know she enjoying herself.
Yeah. So this is what. So if you see me leaning, because I'm skipping ads because it's on YouTube on my laptop. But so Harlow will be popping in. But yeah, I thought I'd log in early just to be.
I saw you. Well, I saw it and I was like, "Is she on?" And I'm like, "Let me click it."
Yeah,
she's on.
Just
she's
in
on.
case Instagram wants to, you know, be with it today.
They look. They knew that you were coming on. They're like, let's not give them a hard time today.
Yep.
Let's just do it. Let's just let them do what they came. Let's let them do what they came to do.
Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone.
Is it 4? Is it 4 now? Are we on?
It's 4 exactly. Well, 7 for me, 4 for you.
Okay. I'm all blind. I'm like, okay. You know what I didn't even do with my silly self? I didn't even turn my freaking light on. I can't see any.
That light really gives life too. Just whew.
Yeah, no, I'm about to turn it down, but I didn't even turn it. I'm so used to not doing this. Oh, look, I done glowed up.
Hey.
It's kind of dim in here. This is my favorite kind of weather. I love the fall. Oh, I love it.
Me too.
It's like, yes, it's so giving.
Because you know I'm a fashion gal, so I'm all about.
Well, this is the boots, the sweater. I got the onesie. And I did a onesie today. I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of what we can't do if we were actually going to like a happy hour or something. I can put a onesie on.
I'm here for the onesie too.
I love it. It's like, you know, why? That's why we said the half up, the bottom down. Hey, I'm with it. Take advantage of this.
I'm gonna get my onesie as soon as they start pushing them out at Target.
I've had this one for a long time, and I think this is actually only my second time wearing it because it gets hot.
Yeah,
you can't really sleep in these. I'll burn up in something like this.
I feel you.
Look, I'm trying to die. Well, it's 4 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Yay, welcome back to another Sipping Live. Woo! She said, woo!
She know what it is.
Yeah, we should have a PJ episode. I'm gonna make sure I take full advantage of doing things here, like how you guys can watch from the comfort of your home. I'm like, I don't have to really put on clothes.
Yeah.
We're
just living life.
Yeah, it's like, let me put this onesie on. So quick. I like to put nothing like this. I need to put a sweater on.
And you're
I'm like,
giving
today I'm
clavicle.
You are best. What is this, like our 7th episode?
I think so.
I think it's number 7.
We in here, we push it through.
Well, you guys, thank you for coming back. If you've been with us every episode, we enjoy your energy, your presence, your feedback, just the whole connection. It's great to be here. I'm excited. I've got, of course, some stuff I'm gonna touch on before we jump into our spicy and mild bowls. But we can go ahead and pour our wine and stuff like that, and then we can touch on those. It's not a public service announcement. I just wanted to kind of touch on something really quickly, and then we can jump on in. What you drinking on tonight, Elle?
I am drinking on California Roots from Target. This is their rosé. They are curated from premium grapes grown under the warm California sun. It's got citrus flavors, and it pairs perfectly with spicy grilled shrimp and crisp spinach salad. Enjoy your pure vineyard to table goodness in every sip. California.
What's that?
$6 at Target. And it actually was $5. It went up $1.
Elle, you can't give it to them like that. And the brand, and you gave them a whole little plug right there.
Yeah, so they gonna need to come with that brand deal. That's all I'm saying.
Rick the Critic is joining us. She said the colors are pretty, and Elle, that brown looks nice in fall. We are here for the fall. What, baby? We were vibing, and we weren't even like talking about what we were wearing. I'm like, I was gonna do a green sweater, like a green full, like a warm one that falls over, and I was like, I'm just gonna do my onesie.
I almost put green on too. I would have put my green army jacket on with a little cinched waist.
That's pretty though. That looks really good. I even like the lip and everything with it.
Yep. Thank you. So what are you sipping on? Not that bitter bitch this weekend, I know.
No. They got me last week, not this time. They tried it. I tried it.
Send that bottle to me.
Yes. No, I didn't like it. It's El Dulce Imperial Sweet Rose. And it is, you can only get this at the San Antonio Winery. So you can't get this in the other stores. It's a 12.5%. And the notes are strawberry, honeysuckle, and cucumber. And it says this goes really well with cheese, crackers, barbecue chicken. And I'm going to have it with some watermelon.
Yummy.
Oh,
yeah, I have some grapes I meant to bring in here, and some avocado and some
No, I told you to start. I'm going to start bringing. I'm always going to have something to snack on, because when I get off, it's like I don't want to start eating after I get off. I can just eat while I'm on.
Yeah.
She said that's for the commercial. They're about to pay. I think she's saying they're about to pay. So I'm gonna pour mine. I'm putting I'm not gonna put the whole bottle in here. I kind of want to see what I do, and then go back. It's always so pretty to watch it pour.
And what are you guys sipping on? Let us know in the comments while we're preparing our toast.
I lied. I did the whole bottle.
I didn't. I just got a little left, but we're gonna see how it'll do.
What's everybody sipping on?
We know Arkansas Barbie got her wine glass.
Lemon drop, so it's water. But while we're waiting for people to say what they're sipping on, I try not to highlight things that are trending, but if I can reference them and it kind of ties into something that has been brought to my attention more than once, it's like, okay, I got to talk about this. So as of recent, 2 things. Well, the first one, I hate even saying this dude's name, but Blueface, and I think it's Christian. I always butcher her name.
Christian, I think.
Christian, yeah. So they're in a relationship. I'm just gonna reference them. It's, and if you don't know, I'm not trying to bring a whole bunch to it, but it's if you looked up the definition of toxic in the toxic relationship, that's it for right now. If you didn't know what it is, and so it just, when I've seen the different things they fought on, like on TV, they have these fallouts where TMZ catches them. He cheats on her. He's in the bed with one of his children's mother, you know, and she's recording him. It's just a whole hot mess. She's sucking his toes on the plane. Somebody knocked her tooth out, and she went and got another tooth put in, and then she got a whole neck tattoo of him. It's just a lot. But they got a show, you know, and it's like, it's called Me and You Against the World, and it's Crazy in Love. And I'm not plugging it. It's just like the how they're showcasing the toxic relationship, and in addition to that, the codependency, because what she comes from, I believe one of her parents is in jail, one is on drugs. I don't want to say which one of which, but she pretty much was living out of drugs. Oh, okay. She pretty much is living out of a car at one point, going to school, you know, she has siblings, she started running track, then she did a reality show where she was a contestant. So she was determined to pull herself up by her bootstraps. She was like, I'm going to do what I can to get some sort of recognition, to make some money. She's in survival mode. But Blueface, we know exactly what it is, from the lyrics to how he carries himself to all that. And this girl connecting with him through this show that he did, where it was almost like, I don't know the name of it, but it was almost like kind of how The Bachelor does it, where they come in and they kind of
girls club,
try to go, you know, for the love. They're there for him, all these girls and this one man. And so it's just so sad to watch, and then how it's highlighted so much, and they got a show from this, and people are like, I can't wait to tune in. And I'm just like, man, this is disheartening. But the codependency, like, she's never experienced someone being consistent. And I feel like if someone is consistently there, and then they slap you, and then they're there, and then they, you know, go away, they cheat on you, but then they're there again. He just keeps showing up. Mm-hmm. And she's willing to be accepting of that. It's better to have that than to not have. And she doesn't have anything to compare it to. Yeah. And what I wanted to say, I went through the whole thing so you kind of have an idea, is, man, just if you, not just knowing someone, but if you witness something in that, and you can, try to be a constant in a way, or exemplify or introduce someone to something different so they have some sort of comparison. You know, it's one thing to say it to somebody, but I'm sure all the people, you know, commenting on her stuff, they're not in her life. But the people that are in her life and close to her, it's so important that they really show up, you know, regardless of, because they're going to talk bad about him, but it's so important that they keep showing up and keep giving her some reference of consistency, or this is love. That's not love. This is love. Because she doesn't have anything to compare it to, and it just kind of sucks that she's going to, at some point, you know, I know she's going to look back on it, because she's young. What is she, like 22, 23? She's in those, but she's like early 20s. And at some point, she's going to look back on this, and it's, you know, she'll probably wonder, why didn't somebody, I know you guys were saying something, but this is crazy. And just to prove my point, this is the segue into my other thing. I read Cardi B had posted, I had a multi-million-dollar deal on the table with Call of Duty. And because of me having to go to court from her getting into an altercation with some girl at a bar over Offset, some craziness, Call of Duty took the offer off the table, and now Nicki Minaj has the offer. She will be the one rolling out that opportunity. She's getting paid. And so she's like, because of past actions, I missed out on my bag. I just want to let you guys know, you got to think. You pretty much, I'm just summarizing. Those are not exact words, but you got to be real careful about what you do. And I remember a time Cardi B wasn't talking like that. She was like, I'm about that life. I don't care. So now, fast forward, mother of two, a little bit older, she's saying something different, which is good. It's growth, but that's just to showcase just like the mindset somebody has right now it could literally change if they choose to change it, or they're exposed to some different things.
Yeah.
So if you witness a toxic relationship, one that's codependent, or if you are you know, dang, if you part of one yourself, you know, you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to be a recipient of? Not somebody's doormat, you know, somebody that's constantly making you prove yourself to them with the you know, the dangle of a carrot that I'm gonna be in the bed with her tonight, because he literally will be in the bed with one of the kids' mothers, and the girl will like tape him, and he'll look in the camera, and then he's got it on Instagram and said like, I'm never single, I always have my bread. Like, he's showing his money. Like, it's just so degrading, and he's got some issues. But she had a lyric, she said, it was something like, I love you no matter what people say. I understand, because hurt people hurt people. So she thinks that she is helping him through his hurt, and it's okay to be a recipient or doormat for the hurt because he's hurting. But it's like, what's he doing for you though? You know why? I don't understand why you guys, if you know that there's hurt there, and you know that there's an issue, why would you continue to be a recipient of it, or allow somebody to use you, you know, as a doormat, or just to misuse, mistreat, or verbally abuse, whatever. So that was my whole little input on that, because I saw it so much, and I just was like, and they're putting it on a platform. I don't even want to go into the station that's doing it, because it's a black station, and I'm just like, you guys really, you want to green like this? This is what you're choosing to put?
That's how that station, they have other things on there that aren't so ratchet or whatever you want to call it, but that's what gets them their views, because there's so many other shows on there that highlight just a lot of the fighting and just making us not look the best, you know.
Well, here's the thing, you know, I'm sure it'd be like, oh, you know, you trying to keep us from our bag. This is what we need to do. We don't get the other opportunities. But at some point, it's about the quality, not the quantity.
Exactly.
You know, what are you putting out there? And that's why I'm going back to this whole show that's about to roll out on this station. It's like, that's what you chose to showcase, and here this is now for everyone to see. Some young girl or guy saying, ooh, I could slap a girl up and have her suck my toes. You have somebody punch her tooth out, drag her by her hair, and
but
she'll still love me.
What you're saying as a network.
Yeah.
And
yeah, she still love me.
That, you know, other known networks aren't doing it, but to be a black network, you're okay with showcasing this toxicity, showcasing this abuse, showcasing people's, like, their downfalls and their issues. Like, we already know that there's nothing to be learned from the show. How there's nothing that the stars of the show are going to learn. All they're going to be like is, shit, I'm getting the bag. And if we're being honest, I'm pretty sure the bag ain't that big.
Yeah, and then I don't think they're looking at how impressionable young people are, and they're learning from any place. Mm-hmm. You know, some people don't have good relationships as an example of a good relationship in front of them, or even a relationship at all. So when you're like tuning in, watching something like this, and you're like, oh, and she's a pretty girl. Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, okay, look at them. Look what they did, and look at the platform it gave them. And this is accepting. This is like, people are accepting of this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, this is not so bad. Let me try it. You know, and I'm just
then
like,
it becomes a negative influence. You're influenced negatively, like we talked before. You have to pick and choose who you choose to be influenced by. I don't care if they're influencers or they're celebrities. Pick and choose who you choose to be influenced by. Mm-hmm. You know, because the wrong person will have you effed up in these streets.
And like I said earlier, they may not even operate the same way they were operating when you started tuning in and taking all that stuff. They done changed up now. Whether they changed up because this is now how they get their bag, or they're in a better relationship. You just kind of got to watch people and kind of see what comes of the behavior, the things they're implementing. Like, why are you choosing to take this and implement it in your life? For what? Like, is it just for someone to kind of like put the light on you? Is it just for a viral moment, or is this something that's really going to be impactful, you know, empowering in your life? Is this something that can really be used to propel you forward, you know, to being a better person, or, you know, having a better relationship, stuff like that? I saw Rick the Critic. Is she the same girl that used to rob men? No, she's a young girl. She's got to be like 23 or something.
Hold on.
She's young, but no, she didn't rob men or anything. She's just somebody looking for love, and she don't know any better. And what she's doing is getting a lot of attention, and she's making money from it. So, you know, she doesn't. How old?
22.
Yeah, I knew she's young, 22 years old. So we know at 30 or even 25, she might look back and be like, why was I sucking this man's toes for they taping me doing this? They're watching, like, why would I do something like this? And he's just sitting there taking it all in. No, not Cardi B. It's another girl. Cardi B's not 22. Cardi B
just turned 30.
Yeah, she's not 22. This is a young girl.
Because, you know, they be lying about their age. Stop it.
Well, I segued over. I'm going to bring us back. I saw J. Lou was sipping on some Sweet Red, and I didn't see who else was sipping on something, but
Rick the Critic on ginger tea.
Okay.
Arkansas Barbie water.
Okay. Well, let's. Are there any birthdays in the live? If not, we're going to raise our glasses and we're going to toast.
Before, but you know.
I saw your bottle. I saw that it was open already.
Oh, but I was just talking about before we raised our glass, but I only had one little glass. I only had one little
wait
glass.
for the toast.
I know. I just needed a sip. I've been waiting all day for this.
Okay, everybody, let's raise our glasses and toast so we can dive into this stimulating conversation. I don't know what Elle is going to kick us off with, but I'm here for it. You ready for your cheers, Elle? Everybody, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Harlow says cheers too, guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, look at her. Look at her. Grab my glass. Cheers. How's that taste?
So, Elle, they got me again.
They got you. Pretty soon you going. Welcome to the Bitter Bitch Club.
You know what's crazy? I had someone assist me with picking out semi-sweets and kind of getting me out of my comfort zone.
But it probably is a semi-sweet and you're just not used to it.
No, it's so strong. This tastes like it could be like a warm brandy or something. You over there smiling like,
Dawn, smell that bottle. I'll send you my address.
Oh my God. This is like, it's warm. It warmed me up when I drank it.
Well, it's feeling a lot like fall, you know, cider in your PJs and stuff.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. How you gonna pick what you kicking us off today with, Elle? What you starting us off with?
She was quiet the whole time in the living room watching Coco Melon while I was getting ready for this. As soon as I bring her in here and put Coco Melon on, Harlow is with the chisme. Harlow is always about what y'all got going on. Can you let me live?
Welcome to motherhood.
I mean, look at this girl. You can't even see her. She climbed all on the desk and everything.
She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay.
Yes, J. Lou music. It does.
The bottle, I got the passy, so I have to get up.
You juggling the task.
I don't know which I'm gonna pour from because I refilled my bowl up.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess I'm gonna do a spicy.
Oh, to go with this warm brandy that I'm sipping on.
Yeah. Okay. I can't even read my own writing. Okay, leave my bowl alone, girl. I have Insta fame, trying hard for the gram, for acceptance, and losing yourself into a facade. Hold on.
So Insta fame, you losing yourself in the pursuit of it, huh?
And I think we see this a lot. People, you know, they're so used to putting up a facade that they forget what real life is. It's just like people want to be accepted so bad for what they think that they have, you know, what people think or perceive them to have, instead of being real. I think social media, and I know we talked about this briefly, it just has people so messed up in the head, you know? It's like, what if I go viral, or if I say this thing, this could bring me fame, you know, potential money and partnership deals. But then at one point, does it get too old? Does it affect your everyday living? You know, it's just like, you know, that saying, fake it till you make it. But when people say that, saying wasn't meaning fake so hard to make it. It was just like, you know, get in there, get in the rooms that you need to get in, and then, you know, you be all good. But now the fake it till you make it is just like, it's crazy out here. People don't even have an identity. They don't even know who they truly are anymore. You know, it's like, you ain't got to be up in here portraying that you got the money that you don't have. You don't have to portray that you got all these designer things that you don't have. You know, like, just be you, and what you want will come to you by being yourself. So what you think, Bear? What do you think about this Insta fame craze?
Well, first of all, I feel like you're definitely outnumbered, because it's such a majority bandwagon type thing. And if you already were having some issues with kind of planting your feet or finding out, you know, what makes you you, how do you thrive, you know, what makes you feel like I've achieved something, or you were feeling like that you weren't at all, this is like a bad idea. This is like the drug you didn't need to get introduced to, you know? You got likes, comments, filters. It's just a world of so much. And it can be overwhelming for someone to get that type of social media attention off of a picture, saying you were with a certain group of people, or you do something really crazy, a challenge, and now you're trending. You're viral. You come out of this cave and you're like, whoa, I need that high again. I need to feel that again. And so at that point, I don't think that there is any stopping or reasoning with someone. They will chase it, and they can lose their self in the pursuit of it. It's like no hold bars, nothing's off the table. I've seen stuff where it's like, okay, at this point, you don't have a life, you have a camera. You are recording everything that's going on, anybody you're with, when you're eating, then the pranks. I mean, it's just like, I'm pranking my husband while I sleep. I'm pranking my friends. We're going out. I'm pranking this. It's so much. And because brand deals come from it, because notoriety comes from it, because, you know, someone may say, oh my gosh, you know, people don't get these deals. And then when they get them, all of a sudden, they kind of, and I'm not saying they don't, because some people may do this, but they get the notoriety and they take it and they use that to highlight something else they were already doing. Some people do, but for some people, this is the way. It's like, and I'm gonna ride it. I am excited that someone sees me. I'm acknowledged. Like the girl, remember the lady that had the gorilla glue in her hair? Like, come on.
At one point,
really?
At what point?
Really? No, but I believe she knew. She knew. No, I think she knew, and it was like, I'm just gonna do it, you know. And then she got the free surgery for it, and it's just like, you could tell that was the light, and it was like, my hair, it don't move. My head, it don't move, and it was like the trending little bite, and now if you go and look at her now, because sometimes I'll look at stuff and be like, okay, you came out because of this, but what did you do with that? The light is on you. What did you do with it? Nothing.
And nothing. She supposedly had got agents and everything. It's like, people forgot about you. You clearly did the trend, but you didn't capitalize off of it like you could have.
but they don't know how. I think that they really were already there, and they're just like, look, this person is taking pictures, half nude, doing a crazy challenge, recording every piece of their life, whatever. If I do that, can I be seen like that? It's a high, instant gratification. It's, for you to go to being supposedly no one, to everyone liking it and laughing and commenting and saying, do it again, we want to see it, do it again. That's gotta be a lot, like, whoa, for someone. It's like they're coming from under a rock. So, for me, it's just like there is no way to combat the Insta fame if you're not grounded.
On her Instagram now, that's why you see me looking out, and she just looked like she resorted to doing TikTok videos.
Yeah,
because TikTok videos.
Yeah, because she's trying to catch another wave.
Mm-hmm.
She caught one because of something ridiculous, and that played out. And so now it's like, I got to catch a wave. Some people create waves. Some people catch it, ride it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, so she's not making waves, and then some people are waiting for something to happen. So she probably is doing the TikTok and the other stuff. But it's just so unfortunate that this is a powerful drug. You can't even, like, if you're not grounded, you could be like, oh, that was so funny what you did. Do it again.
Wait, hold on. Sarah, I'm about to say that this is worse than I forgot their name. There's the Sackler brothers, the Oxycodone brothers, who sold this drug, and there's this big huge scandal how they were saying only 1% get addicted. It's almost like shit. Social media is just as addicted as Oxycontin.
It is. And you know what's so bad about it?
It's a drug, and people are dying because of it.
Yeah, and the messed up part about this is there is no warning label.
No
FDA
label. We are not the disclaimer. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. I have to put that on my website and my products and stuff. I have to literally put the FDA disclaimer. There should be the disclaimer put on social media, because it truly is a drug.
And you don't have to be over a certain age, like how they say you have to be over 21, you have to be over 18. No, this is available to any and everybody that has a phone, that has a pair of eyes and some fingers. Mm-hmm. It's like, let's get to it. Get on there. Feel it, experience it, post something, see what it does. Mm-hmm. I see more little kids cursing on Instagram than I've ever seen in my life. And the parents are recording them.
Ain't no one putting soap in your mouth nowadays.
No, I saw a little girl the other day when I was looking at the Christian. One of her songs is Survive All the Time. It was like, F this, whatever. And the little girl, she had to be about 5. But she was like singing the lyrics and throwing her hair and she wrote, nothing like vibing out on my lyrics. Love it. Love to see it. And so somebody taped the little girl. She posted it. So there's the drug. Oh my God, you did it. You got posted. Can't convert it into cash. Some it just happens for her. And it's not, I don't even want to like make that the highlight of it, because it's not about the cash. It's about integrity. And is this something you want to look back on and anybody else see it? So it's a couple of things, but it's a drug. That's how I look at it. And you definitely are going to lose yourself in the pursuit of it if that's what you're there for. If you're saying, okay, the light got on me because of this, and now I'm going to take that because I have this going on, that going on, or I want to get into this. You got a plan, or you already were, a person that was pretty grounded and had some other irons in the fire, or you have some integrity, some morals. It's like, I can't, that's a no, that's a deal breaker for me. Yeah. But if not, welcome to the game. Welcome to the game. You're there, and it will tear you up. It's not loving, it's not kind, and everybody has a soapbox. whatever you put out there, they can say any and everything about you, and there's no control over it. And I look, because celebrities, I try to figure this out. This is one I still haven't figured out. So a celebrity posts a picture or a video, and they have 365,000 comments. How do they find that one negative comment and say, like, I don't understand how they find it? Because
I swear it's an algorithm, because they want the back and forth. They want the drama.
So how do they
find the algorithm? It's going to automatically put the negative stuff up there. I'm so convinced. It's not just this random thing of they just happen to go on and see it. No, that's the algorithm. They have set something up to keyword anytime it's something negative to show up at the top. So because
it must be, because
you guys get so many messages, you can't just catch that one. It's the algorithm.
How do they find it? How do they find it? How are they just kind of like scrolling through and it's like that one?
Nah, it's the algorithm. That should stay right there in their plain sight.
And not only do they find it, they respond.
Mm-hmm.
They really have some energy for it. I'm like, did you just not forget who you are and what your platform is? You're about to give this energy, and you just elevated their platform. Leave it right where you found it, in the comments with the other people.
Because the blog sure do post it too.
And talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a drug. I don't think you know, and I think at that point that showcases how a person is feeling about themselves. Like, no, they didn't say that. Do you know who I am? It's like, okay, that's one of many. It's okay. You're good.
You have the word I want to say is on the tip of my tongue, but it's like this need that
the acknowledgement.
Yeah.
They need to be acknowledged. It's like, acknowledge me.
Yeah.
It's like, but you have
of it all.
Yes, it's like you have 20,000 people saying this, and this one person amongst those 20,000, you're like, I'm gonna talk to you.
But I almost
how do you not know me?
They probably knew the person that told them put this up there. It's for the.
I don't know. I don't know, but it gets deep, because I don't have the time nor the energy to go back and forth with somebody, especially when I look at what they got going on and what I got going on. If I did happen to see the comment, you would never know. I might look at it and be like, wow, and laugh with my squad, but I dare not come and publicly talk about.
There's this white man commented on my reel when I was like, it's a beautiful day to be a Black girl. It was like, but why does it have to be about race? And I have all this in my head that I just want to go Twitter thug and be like, because I'm Black. But I was like, you know what? This ain't your fight. This ain't your journey. And I left it alone. But trust me, because I need to get my point across. I was ready. I started typing too, and I was like, delete, delete. Then I started typing again. I was like, delete, delete. And I typed a few more, and I was like, fuck it, delete, delete, leave it alone. And days later, I clicked back on it too and thought about typing something, but I was like, you know what? That's not even me. That's not in my character. That's just my, like, I know how to pick my battles and pick my fights, and that's not what I want to portray on social media. Yeah, on these lives, you guys get to see me and all my glory lit and just live, but this is who I am with my close people, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just a non-confrontational person. So I was like, you know what? Let me leave this alone. As much as I want to address it, let me leave this alone. You know?
Sometimes you have to. I'm that person. I address it with my team, because I had a response. Oh, it's a Black thing. You wouldn't understand. And while we're on that, let's talk about why it's not about a race thing. So sometimes I know people say journal. Sometimes you just need to have that moment with someone in your circle, that it's like it's non-judgment there. It's just like, I need to get this off because I cannot believe they said this, or they led with this, or they had the nerve to come on my page. And I think Stage 21 said sometimes they do it for clout, and clout and trolling, and just they need for someone to see them. They just need it. They trying to get high too. That's what you know.
I need the right people to see me. I don't need the wrong people. If I do, I need the right people to see me and what I got going on social media.
But that's because you have intention. It's intention.
Intention, integrity, and whatever another I is.
Okay, you asking for a lot. You asking for a lot right now because the majority, and I don't say this, we have our own conversation.
Yeah.
It's just not like that. People say stuff easily like 80-20. In the words of a wise man, I know you're outnumbered. You're outnumbered. And you have to acknowledge that, accept it, and move forward in it. It's like, you know what? I can't let this knock me off my game. I cannot let this interrupt my peace. I cannot allow this to have me lose focus on what the real reason I'm here for.
It's so easy to, you know, it's so easy to.
Quit, because you're outnumbered. Mm-hmm. It's a majority in there doing that. One after the other after the other. The higher you go, the more stuff people have to say. They can sit and watch us and be like, girl, did you know her earring fell off? Why she come on? Why was her headband not matching the same one? It's like, that's what you got out of that lie?
Thank you.
Her braids was crooked.
Yeah, I had a headband. Yeah, and yeah, this and that. And yeah, my baby's hand be all in the camera.
No, was her braids crooked? Her eyes, she had dark bags under her eyes. Right. Was she?
You know,
what's that like?
But that's all you got because you just tuned in to see what you could nitpick out instead of leaving with some information.
They'll look in the back and be like, what was that in the back? Was that wall dirty? What are those signs? Is she in a school?
I got a 1.5-year-old.
Here's the deal. They'll be like, is she in a classroom? Why she got all that stuff behind her? Here's my thing. And I'm saying that for me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this sounds real crazy. You're watching me though.
Exactly.
I'm not watching you.
In here.
I didn't come to where you came to. I'm over here. And if that's what frequency you operating on, you came into an informative, transparent, candid, spicy, you know what I'm saying? Conversation. Yeah, that you hopefully can be equipped with something. You start looking at the signs behind me. You wanted to know if my lips were dry, was my braids crooked, what she got going. That's the frequency you operate on. We do not care.
We do not care.
That's where I'm at with it. You gotta be like that. You have to really empower people when you acknowledge them. I will not empower you. You are not acknowledged. Your comments not acknowledged. Your energy's not acknowledged. The only people I'm acknowledging are those that mean something to me.
Exactly.
Your words mean nothing to me because you're not going to change my bag. You're not going to change who's loving me, the energy of my household, none of it. I don't give you the power. I don't acknowledge you. I'll keep looking around. Anyway, and then this will be, did they see what I wrote? Did she see what I said? It's like, I don't acknowledge you. I don't give it any power.
So I'm going to read some of the comments before you jump into your bowl. So I'm just going to start back. Arkansas Barbie said, doing the most on the gram and you are not living the life nor about it. And J. Lou said their identity lies in who they are on social media. Arkansas Barbie said people don't know who they are outside of social media. And J. Lou said it's all good until them negative comments start coming in. But why is real life not enough? Arkansas Barbie says, and J. Lou says to her, because it's not exciting enough. And everyone knows you at home. It's like someone going to college out of state and rebrand themselves as someone else. That's a good point. And then she says back, are you dope in real life? Because I know I am, LOL. I'm just saying. And some people don't feel that way, J. Lou says. And then talking about the drug, I mean, Tide have to tell people not to eat Tide Pods. J. Lou says social media begets narcissism. And I wish a lemon drop would curse at me or someone. Rick the critic said it starts at home. As a parent, your children know your love. So there is no reason for them to seek attention. And then we did read Stage 21. Sometimes they plan for clout. And then J. Lou said to Rick the Critic, you can do all that and still, you can do all that, and for some reason they'll still want to get approval outside. Rick the Critic said, same way when you check out a certain book in the library, you'll be flagged by government officials. And yes, I think the difference is good publicity and negative publicity. And then she said, Rick, like that. I can't even read. Like that. In case she got what she put out and got back to negative.
She got you over there crying.
Rick, I can't even with your comments because I can't.
You're so silly.
Friday is done. She said, like that.
Wait, but I was going to give a
Rick the Critic every Friday at 8 p.m.
It's 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Eastern. Tune in. She's already about to be on episode 3. Tune in every Friday. You will not be disappointed. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Tune in. You think these comments?
She dropped those gems.
She drops those. And J. Lou said, "L, your laugh is making me laugh. I can't help it because I be up here crying, y'all. I'm just sorry."
No, she drops the gems. I was gonna say it at the end, but man, listen. If you watching this and you enjoy it, you gonna love it over there.
And we gonna go on to the drop at the end too. And
yeah,
you gonna in the middle, just so y'all know.
Yeah, Rick the Critic, she's there. We watched. She did one on equipping the guys specifically with the tools they need in a relationship, and she went over some dating topics, and I learned some stuff. So if you love it here, you gonna love
it over there.
It's Rick RIQ the Critic, but you can see her handling here. She come with the gems, the Nigerian scammers.
Yo, the first one, y'all better tune in because you're gonna get the good laugh and she's speaking the truth. I'm telling y'all, tune in. And that's the plug because we are here for it.
Yes. Oh no. I'm not just telling y'all. I was there last Friday and the Friday before, and I'm gonna be there this Friday because
Saturday, yesterday, like skimming through that last episode.
Yeah, I'm there for it. I'm there for it. Rick the Critic is live, raw and uncut, informative and funny.
If anything was raw and uncut, it's Rick the Critic. Tune in Fridays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. Stage 21 said, I'm pulling. I know she meant I'm pulling up, LOL. Pull up. We all about to be in there.
You need to. You need to, Stage 21. She is with the shits.
I thought I'd be with the shits. She with the shits.
Unapologetically.
You
gonna walk away evaluating your life or somebody in your circle like, that's what that was? What the? That's it right there.
We got you.
That's stage 21. That's it right there. She be live, raw, uncut, informative, and you gonna bust out laughing. L over here crying. You gonna bust. She said on the other one I watched, and it's a topic in my bowl, and she just kind of touched on it a bit, and I can't wait till I get to it. She was explaining something, and she was like, because they was niggas. You know, because there's Mexican niggas, white niggas, black niggas, purple niggas, orange niggas.
They all niggas.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Because I'm going to keep learning. We got to be learning, and I'm going to definitely go soak up some game over there.
And you can watch the full episodes on her YouTube, Rick the Critic.
Yep. Oh, yeah. If you miss it, you missed the live. She don't post it there. You got to go watch it.
She said, y'all the best. Stop. I need to hear Sipping Live Spicy.
Oh, that's what she came for. We sorry.
So you got to spike. What you pulling up with tonight, Vera? Because clearly...
I'm just going to look. Why did I close my eyes like it was going to stop me from seeing? Let me see what's in my spicy bowl. Let's see. I want something really spicy because I feel like
KKK.
Oh, this is really spicy.
You doing me when I pull a spicy, I be laughing and nervous. It's like, dang, should I be talking about?
No, this is gonna be a lot, y'all. So I hope you got your drinks. Vagina, penis, porn myths.
Vagina, penis, porn myths?
Yes, I shall elaborate. So, you know,
Truffle
porn
butter?
is a
Don't play.
huh? No truffle butter. So, you know, porn is pretty much on tap for anybody. A kid can pull up Pornhub for
But
free.
porn is on Instagram for free.
Right. But the porn, if they just like, I want to, you can't see the full sex popping on Instagram yet, unless I haven't seen it, because I've seen some stuff.
The
Suki with the good coochie. Exactly. So I haven't seen that yet. Right. I haven't seen that yet. But Pornhub is free. You know, I'm not trying to give them a shout out, but that's what the kids and some other ones I probably don't know nothing about. So when they go on and get this information, they look in this full-on porn, they seeing shaved vaginas, meaty vaginas, they seeing men they seeing all this stuff. And it's
extra
like
long and plump. Like that.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, you guys, no one's there to tell them, because if it's a kid, they're sneaking already, and they're only going to talk to their other peers. So no one's there to tell them, like, it's not really like that. Vaginas all don't look like that. Like, I saw some stuff where young girls in, what country was it? They were getting their vaginas, like, altered surgically because of it's not pretty, it's not sitting right, it doesn't look a certain way. So they were like getting the lip shaved back or the meat cut. It was different things. But
what the hell is it supposed to look like besides what you was given?
Well, that's the problem. That's thus the topic: vagina, penis, porn myths. You see all these vaginas prepped for the light, the cameras, and the action. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's what your vagina is supposed to look like. That's not what every penis looks like. Every butt is not waxed like that. Sex is not happening like that for hours on hours on hours, or this man is staying erect, or, you know, this is what she likes, or this game bang. It's a lot going on. So I wanted it in my bowl because I'm just like, the vagina, porn, penis topic, it has to happen. It's a myth. It's not real. It's not real. And I just feel like there needs to be a disclaimer, like almost like, you know, the warning that comes up, you know, this is intended for mature audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Your discretion is
the medicine commercials where say may cause stroke into something, da 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 da.
Right. Or the events that are taking place are, you know, this is not real. This is not, like, they have it. The people will go and get plastic surgery to have their vagina look like the vagina of a really popular porn star, because they're like, that's what the vagina is supposed to look like. Or you might be comparing what porn sex is like for sex with you in a relationship, and those people have fluffers, people that prepare them for a scene. There's editing that happens. You don't know how many times they shot that. You don't know if this man is taking pills, or he's, you know, got whatever, he's off the yak. I don't know, but there's so much more that goes on behind the scenes. But these myths are created, and people are actually putting this like to the test, or they're living based on what they saw on some porn. And it's like, this is ridiculous. So now your vagina has to meet the porn standard. This man's penis has to meet the porn standard. Your sexual experience has to meet the porn standard. And it's nuts. It's crazy. You know, you going in and you don't watch the porn, and they done it for hours and hours and hours, and you mad at the dude because realistically, you guys might have had some minutes, you know, or whatever it is. You know, and we're not going to even get into if it wasn't even any chemistry there. It might be.
Can't win, boy. They got social media. They got porn. You can't win.
Yeah. So the expectation of the vagina and the penis and the whole sex is just blown out of proportion when you are being introduced to porn, which is still something that's filmed, edited, prepped, everything.
And you don't know
and
what
nobody looks at it like that.
Nobody they got on them vaginas and them penises.
And listen,
so
these girls,
technology, they can put some kind of filter on them penises and vaginas, making them look the way they look.
I didn't know that you could bleach your butthole.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could bleach the inner part of your cheeks.
But why do you need your butthole bleached?
Because it's
out your ass.
The porn? On porn, you probably would.
Oh, you bleach your ass. Is your ass spread wide?
Well, here's the deal. This is what I would say to someone. This is what they make money from, so they're going to do whatever they need to do to it for it to look aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. But that's not realistic. So it's like if a person puts on makeup for the aesthetics, you know, to give this illusion, or plastic surgery, whatever. But for this specific topic, if a girl's waxing the inside of her behind, bleaching her butthole, making sure she bleaching the black line up under the cuff of the cheek, she done got the wax in the front, she done got the lip shaved back so that the clitoris is sitting out. It gets real deep. And all I'm saying is, I feel like the light needs to be shed on these vagina penis porn myths. This is not real. It's not real. You should never be holding yourself to a standard to anything you see in porn. Aesthetically, energetically, the whole act itself, it's fantasy. It's not real. It's just not. And I think that there needs to be a disclaimer when people go into these free sites that they do viewer discretion is advised and all that stuff. If you made it there, they still need to put a disclaimer at the front saying, this is not real. This is not what real sex is like. This is not what 80% of vaginas look like. This is not what 80% of penises look like. This is not how 80% of penises will perform. This is not the type of sexual encounter 80% of the time you'll have. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're setting people up for an expectation, and they be mad at somebody else because they've been programmed for expectation. They start like putting a microscope on themselves. You know, like my breasts are not this way, my vagina's not this way. Sexually, I need, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, the damn truffle butter. It's like I should be doing this. I should be giving truffle butter. I need to be able to, give, oral sex. I should be able to take it like this. And it's like, yo, you're 12. You're 12 years old.
How about you're just in general, and we just ain't meant to be taking it like that. Unless you want your insides fucked up, okay? I don't want my insides fucked up. Well, I'll be able to walk the next day.
Well, I will say this, and I laugh about it. I don't judge anybody on what their sexual preference is or sexual experience, but you're not about to push that on me. And if you would, a person that is not well informed or they just stupid, they might push that on you. Mm-hmm. So, whether it's Kevin Gates, as we on our first episode, D all in your stomach, if that's what you like, hey, exactly. There. I'm not about that life. And actually, I don't need to explain that to anybody except the dude I'm laying down with. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to walk out and have a whole sign that's saying, these are my do's and don'ts when it comes to sex. This is what vagina looks like. That's another thing. The peer pressure of it all is crazy. Yeah. It's like, I think a person feels so overwhelmed after they consume so much porn that they're like, it has to look better. Because I can't be the person that doesn't show up looking like that. My vagina needs to look like the vaginas I'm seeing on here. These are like porn stars. I need for my vagina to look like this. And I need to be able to
worrying about how your vagina look. How about you worry about how it smells? What you eat for lunch? Did you have your pineapple? Do you have a fruit-filled diet? Do you have a whole food plant-based diet? Or are you eating the fad diet? The fad American fad diets? Why are you trying to get plastic surgery? Can we not talk about vagina penis myths? Because I'm sitting back. I was not even up here. Why can't we talk about this?
I think that we might have offended the industry, and then it really lets you know what investors are probably in certain platforms.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna raise my glass and say that you start touching on certain stuff, and it's like, oh, that investor might be. You never know who's in bed with who. This might be Pornhub, Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah, and then like I said earlier about the algorithm and how those same comments that the celebrities get pop up, and out of millions of comments, you get that one. I'm very much convinced that there's certain keywords that we're saying, because you know what it is. I actually know what it is, because I just mentioned whole food plant-based. I know that's what it is, because a lot of people who are like plant-based and heavily on like their health gets cut off a lot. I'm convinced. And I didn't even say anything wrong.
Listen, they got the gist of it, and you know it's spicy when you get cut off.
Bitch, they've been cutting off 3 weeks in a row now.
So hey, listen. So that means that's something you need to be equipped with. But that, I mean, I didn't even throw it back over to you. I was so in my rant, because that's one that's been in my bowl probably for a minute.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so important to equip people with an understanding that this is not real. You know, we have viewer discretion is advised for so many things. We have if the stories are similar, all these, disclaimers in movies and everything, but there's no disclaimer with this, and this is readily available. There's no lock on it. There's no having to prove your birth date, nothing.
Yeah, they keep putting all these expectations, the expectations they put on society, and this is what's causing people to be in depressions, causing them to alter themselves, causing them to kill themselves, because they are not feeling as though they are worthy of what society thinks is the gold standard.
Yeah, they're not. They feel like they're not enough.
Yeah.
And I say specifically for young people, it's overwhelming. It's a lot to take in. You start looking at your body; it's not even fully developed.
I know people who was bleaching their skin as teenagers.
Yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot to take in.
Whether you're early in your 20s or still in your teens, I know people who have altered or tried to alter themselves. I know someone who was giving their kid magnesium, giving a 10-year-old magnesium to lose weight.
Yeah, it's the peer pressures now are different from what they were, a while back. It's still peer pressure. Peer pressure is peer pressure.
But at least back in the day, we were putting the toothbrush down our throat, bulimia and all this kind of stuff. That's, you know what I'm saying? But now, what's going on now, like, that ain't got nothing on,
It's different. I just say stay informed. Mm-hmm. And if I can shed some light on things such as this whole, topic, vagina porn, penis myth, it's just like, you guys, just understand this is not real. This is not realistic. This is not what your relationship has to exemplify. This is between you and the person. Mm-hmm. Everybody don't need to know what your vagina looks like. That's the problem. You prepping your vagina, your sexual experience, your positions, his endowment, everything is based on something you saw, and that's not real. It's just not real, And that's my whole thing on that. Like, I feel so bad for people that don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, they don't really know, They're watching this, they have no one to tell about it, and they're just taking that on as, this is what it is. This is what I have to do. This is how I meet the standard. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's not. Well, what's your take on it? What are your thoughts on that?
I just feel like it's another drug, like Oxycontin and social media. The need to have this unrealistic expectation. That's not. Right. That's like 0.00000000000% of people, and we really need to just be able to decipher the real and the fake and stop falling for what we see. Just because it's marketed does not mean it's right, it's true, it's for us. And marketing is so good that they are able to get into these homes and fool us. They're able to say, this is the gold standard, and we fall for it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we have to be more in tune with ourselves. And that's so easy to say, but a lot of people aren't in tune with themselves because of the validation that they want, you know? And that's very unfortunate. I definitely believe there should be disclaimers on stuff, but the sad thing is they probably won't disclaim this stuff, because when you think about just the FDA, you have to disclaim certain things. But did you know that certain beauty brands, skincare brands, those kind of brands, there's this clause, this law where they can say what's in their products, but certain ingredients, they can blanket it. They don't have to tell. So why should they disclaim the porn industry? You know what I'm saying? But then when you think about it, but then these are products, and these are toxic products and chemicals in these products that you're marketing to people, but they don't have to disclaim them. They don't have to say what's all in the ingredients, you know? So it's like, we don't care. At the end of the day, it's a money grab. It's a money thing. Mm-hmm. We know the porn industry is probably a multi-billion-dollar industry that a lot of people have money in and their hands in. So why would they regulate it? You know what I'm saying? And these politicians and government employees, of course, they're not going to regulate that, because they just as deep in it as the next person.
I've been looking around on this live, and I had some tech support, my tech support.
I kept looking like what you looking at her
Listen, I didn't even know I was doing it. I cannot stand a fly. I don't care if it's one.
Oh, I have a little fly. I don't know if y'all see me doing this.
It's a fly that got in here, and the ceiling is white. So I could see him sitting on the ceiling, and I was like, I gotta kill him. He has to die. I can't take it. And it was like he was taunting me. I was looking up, and I'm like, he's just sitting there. I would never let a fly just sit there that long. If he really I want to be famous. No, I was like, get out. And I kept looking up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a fly. Like, what? and so my support came in and was like, are you good? What's going on?
Shout out to tech support. We appreciate you each and every Sunday. We appreciate you with our videos and everything. Shout out to tech support. We're grateful. We're grateful, tech support.
It came and was like, it was a fly. It was a fly. I couldn't take it. It was the ceiling's white. And he kept sitting. It would fly in and sit there, like, just look at me on this all white ceiling. I'm just take it in. I'm just like, what the? If you don't get your, I cannot stand flies. Like, yuck. So I had a fly moment.
It's okay. It's okay. We be having our moments.
Oh yeah. So, were there any comments while we were that we want to check on?
Yeah, if you have comments or anything, comments, put them in the chat now before we go to the next topic.
Yeah. This, I have to say, I will never buy it again. It's not bad. It's so warm. It's not but it's just like.
Let me see the bottle. Can I see your bottle?
No.
No, I need to see it, because I'm gonna need you.
I will send you some. It's only at the San Antonio Winery. I'll send you some.
Which we love. So go on.
We do. We'll have our brand deal by the end of the year. So let's you can go ahead and jump into your bowl.
Okay.
Because I did the spicy. If you want to keep it spicy.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it spicy. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm working with one hand since I got one person in my hand. No, I'm not going to talk about that one because we pretty much touched on that.
Okay.
It was toxic relationships. We don't need to talk
Mm.
about that no more.
So it was in the energy of it, like we need to touch on it, and we did.
Okay. The need for control. So I know you and I have talked about this as women, the need for control, because um how do we as women come from this? And I don't know that I don't I guess I probably shouldn't use the word control, because just think as women, we are the type of people that's just like, we want to just get things done, we want to know everything, we put a whole itinerary together on life, on
Mm-hmm.
situations. And this is in my spicy bowl because I know how you and I are. And it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like we got to get on ourselves about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, how do we as women come out of the need for control, the need to know things, the need to just, like, how do we be able to just let things be? Because it's almost like we can miss out on some amazing things, but because we want to know, how do we get out of that? Like, I know I told you about a Mother's Day thing with me where I couldn't contact my partner,
Well,
and he was at the farmer's market getting custom flowers made, and I'm like,
well,
why did you answer your phone?
well. I got a different take on that. I feel like we will stop being controlling, aggressive, know-it-alls in the right presence or energy of someone that allows us to.
Yeah.
When you can set the stage and the pace for me to, you don't leave me no out. I have to let you rock out with it.
Yeah.
I gotta let you do what you're doing. But the moment you show me you don't have it,
Yeah.
that you didn't do what you said you were going to do, that there's no follow through, pretty much, they're both the same. That's when we assume this position of, I don't trust, I have control, I need to know, you got to tell me everything because of your track record.
Yeah.
When you keep a good track record, or you come out the gate winning, killing the game, then it's different, it hits different. You don't leave me and out. I got to check myself, like, why am I on your head all the time about what you're doing, where you're going, what is that, what time, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I do that, when you do that for me, then you don't leave me anyway. And at that point, it's like, it's not even about controlling. It's you're choosing to operate that way. You're choosing to be a person that's, always having to know, even though they got it, always got to have your hand in something, even though you know that they're going to take care of it, always got to know where they're at, what they're doing all the time, and they've given you no reason to doubt them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's when the balance is there. But if you give me a reason to doubt you, you said you were going to handle it, but you didn't. You half-assed do stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's when I come in and I operate. And then if you get it a couple of times, you can't be mad because I'm looking at the track record of what I've been accustomed to. So now you got to bring me back out of that. It's like, damn, I've been rocking with you for a minute. And that's just not relationships, male, female, or just partners. That's like relationships of people. If you have a sibling, if you have a cousin, an auntie, an uncle, somebody where it's like, yo, I already know they're not going to do what they said. I already know their words are written on water. I know the follow through is not happening. They say a lot, but the action is far from it. And you find yourself taking up the mantle because they said it, but you're like, let me do this because I already know. Or let me ask them, how are you going to do this? And I need to watch them every step of the way. And they looking at you like, I got this. Why are you on my coattails about everything? Why don't you just let me do what I do? I think at that point, there needs to be something communicated. It's like, the reason why is because your track record is reflective of you not having follow through, you being not trustworthy, you saying you're going to do something and you don't. You saying you got it, but then when it's a mess, you call me in and I'm going to have to clean it up anyway. So then at that point, they have to be receptive and really hear what you're saying and say, hey, I'm going to have to, for a minute, seek to understand rather than be understood. take it in and kind of rock with it for a minute because my track record is whack. Because my track record is reflective of not having followed through, not being trustworthy, not showing up, you know what I'm saying? Not doing what I've said or half-ass doing it and having a call on you on the back end. So I don't think I know you said the word control, but I think for us, if we're saying for women,
yeah,
man, woman, relationship, and I'll say any, if you have a track record of doing opposite of what you're wanting someone to trust you to do, expect the control, expect the aggressiveness, expect aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Expect
and control is probably not the word I want to say, but I don't even know what to use. Just, just one of those need to know things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even if the person don't even show a track record of like cheating or anything, it's just those things where I don't know if it's woman instinct or what it is, but it's just like shit. I just
but I will say this in the defense of the other person. If they've never shown you anything that exemplifies the accusation,
mm-hmm.
you got to check yourself.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that hasn't been unpacked. There's some underlying insecurities. There's something that hasn't been revealed and healed.
Yeah.
You gotta, and I say this on every Sipping Live. Communication. I can't say it enough. If we're talking about this specifically in relationship, and I don't tell you, hey, I got a history of men lying. I believe them and they just lied. They said they had it and they didn't. They said they were going to do it and they half-assed did it, and I had to come in on the back end scrambling, which I would have loved to have had some more time so I could have executed it the way I wanted to. This is my track record with men. This is the history I've had with my mother, my sister, my siblings, sister, best friends, whatever. Now you know what you're dealing with. So now there needs to be some communication on the other person's part where I understand, but that's not who I am. Give me a chance to prove it.
Yeah.
Until I prove you wrong. Until I prove that I'm just like them, can you trust me?
Yeah.
And what will it take to get you to do that? Can we take some baby steps? It may be something as simple as you were saying, alluding to the Mother's Day thing. We like systems in place. Women, I say this to males that I know, do not create patterns with a woman. You will hate that you did if you really don't want to deal with her. Do not create patterns. We are people. We are creatures of habit. So if you create a pattern with a woman and then you like, I don't even like her, but you talk to her every day at 6 o'clock. You call her when she get off work. She know you're going to call her on Sunday. She know you're going to bring her coffee. She feels like there's a certain amount of effort and energy you're giving to her because she's special. Yeah. Do not make her special. And I don't mean treat her badly. I'm saying just don't create no patterns.
Exactly.
Just don't do that. If you don't feel like she's worthy of being a part of your team, your inner circle, your wife, your girl, your BFF, whatever, why are you treating her as such? Why are you creating these patterns where there's check-ins, phone calls, lunch, whatever? You're creating a false narrative, and she's not going to understand when you tell her it's not like that. It's not like that with us, So I just say communication all the time with all of it. If you find, like you said, I just got to know. It's not so much that you got to know. You need to feel secure. You need to feel that you can trust. And somewhere that was broken. And so you need to communicate with the person if they haven't done it. You haven't done this to me. I'm dealing with it though. And can we set this in place to where I don't feel like it's happening? A simple phone call will suffice. If you just, create these safety nets for me right now. We can take the training wheels off later, but I'm gonna need that from you right now because I'm a little, it's kind of difficult for me in this area. I've been wounded. I'm still in the healing process. I haven't fully come out of this because I got a long track record of people being, dishonest, not doing what they said they would. So can we kind of meet in the middle? And that's where I'm at with it. I don't think it's so much controlling. I think it lacks communication sometimes, or understanding of what's needed from the other person, or just all out, you know what I'm saying? This is your track record. So either you don't know, or this is your track record, and this is why I act like this.
Yeah.
This is why it's like this. You know why. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. I just think that you can kill the narrative. Some communication can happen. I can talk to you about where I'm at with this, and this is why it makes me feel a certain way. You know, I feel like this when you do this, and because of that, or because you have a faulty track record. You know, it's not controlling. You got to know. They know the deal. I don't think Josiah's on tonight. They know the deal.
Let me read the comments. J. Lou said, unfortunately, it's because we as men as a whole have not been setting the pace. Arkansas Barbie says, I act controlling when you are not handling business. J. Lou says, consistency is a killer in all relationships. Cesius 2509 said, yes, ma'am. And Rick the Critic said, yes, absolutely. Well said.
And I think it's so simple to begin to recover. I don't say fix, because when you say fix, people look for an immediate, like it should be done. It's fixed. The cars get fixed. Relationships don't just get fixed. You work through things. You put different plans in action, and you actually do stuff. You do the work. You're constantly working on your relationship. So I'm not saying this is going to fix it. I'm saying that if you communicate, it'll bring some things to the forefront.
Yeah.
Acknowledge.
Very important.
Yeah, you acknowledge it, and it's like, oh, I didn't know we needed to work on that. I didn't know that you have an issue with people lying to you. I didn't know that you felt like I was not trustworthy because of things. I thought we got over that. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes a person will think you over something and you not.
And you're not.
And you're over there acting like you are, because it's like, I'm just going through life. I got other things to do. But you all wounded inside, and you're not letting the person know, hey, I'm wounded. I'm still hurt over this. I don't care if it happened 3 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago. I'm not fully healed from it. You know, and because of that, this is why I end up acting like this when these types of things come up.
Yeah.
This is why I don't trust. This is why, because I'm still not over this thing. So we got to bring this, we got to table this and talk about how we going to work through it. Some things that may make me feel comfortable, and some things that you can assist with, because this is why I'm here, because of that, you know, because of this action or whatever it is. And it's not, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because that's why I said it's not fixed. Yeah. It's a work in progress. Yeah. Progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. Progress. I tell myself that every day.
Yeah.
Progress.
I have perfection. I felt that every minute.
Yeah, because you're not looking for the answer. You're working through something to get better.
Yeah.
You just want your relationship to get better, and for it to be reflective of the work you putting in. Like, we're putting in work. We was there 6 months ago. Now we're here. We're doing better. Yeah. You know? But that's my take on that.
I have a question, because I want people to start getting their questions in, but we'll just ask this question now, just because I think it deals with here it is. What's the timeline on resolving transgression issues?
I don't think there is one. I think that you can't put a time frame on healing. You have to put things in place to deal with stuff as it comes up. Now, I do feel like at some point, as you grow, let's say a year passes, 6 months, you have to first of all acknowledge the transgression and what it broke. I think sometimes things happen and people don't know what it broke in them. Did it take away trust? Did it take away your ability to interact or communicate in a certain way? Did it take away what did it take away? What did it affect? Once you know what it affected, you know what you lost, and you know what you're working to get back. So you can see some sort of time frames there, I think. But overall, I don't think it's like this is going to take at least 2 months and 3 days to get over. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I just feel like the importance of acknowledging, communicating, communicating, and kind of staying on the progress of that. Like, okay, I broke your trust. You know, Elle, you were saying earlier, you got to know. If you tell somebody, I don't trust you anymore because of what you did, I just don't. And it's like, okay, what do I have to do to earn your trust back? I don't know. But right now, when you do this and do that, it makes me not trust you. Right now, you know, when you don't follow through shit, I just feel like I don't trust you. So the person would say, okay, so I'm not going to do those things because that puts you in a place of distrust. I'm going to, as silly as it may, let's just make something up. I'm going to call you when I get off work because maybe I did something in a time where I said I was going to be somewhere and I wasn't. And now you don't believe anything I say.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to work to earn that back. And I may be like, damn, I'm not doing nothing. But you put yourself in that position. So I'm going to call you every time. You're going to get a text from me when I get off work and say, hey, babe, I'm off of work.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop, fill the car with some gas, go to the store, pick up a few things. Do you need anything?
But that means a lot, because if you say you're going to text me or call me after work and then you didn't, in my mind as a woman, I'm like, did anything happen? Like, men don't realize when they say that stuff, the things that's going, as a black man, you say that to a black woman, all that's going in our head. Did he get pulled over by the police?
Have you expressed that?
Confrontation.
Have you expressed that?
No.
And there it is there.
But I'm speaking to the
I got you,
like,
but these are,
but yeah,
yeah,
as a black
but these are,
and you would think though, I think the type of person I am, and I have to just realize, like my supervisor said, don't have high expectations, because it's like, in my mind, these are things I'm thinking about. She bumped her head. Sorry, guys. But it's like, in my mind, just in certain situations, like if that situation happened to me and you say you're going to text me after work and then you don't, and all these things going in my mind, for me as a woman, I'd be like, well, do you not think that that's the shit that's going in my mind with the world we're living in? But they don't know still.
No, but what did I was just saying, your assumptions, they say they can make an ass out of you and the other person.
Ass out of you and me.
Yeah. So here's the deal. You can't assume that someone knows until you tell them. And it's like I say on other lives, now I know you know, you just don't give a damn.
Yeah.
So you got to table that. Yeah. You have to say, I got to let you know when you don't do this, and I know you said you were, and I know that you could get busy or you forgot or slipped your mind. These are the things that go through my mind. Mm-hmm. These are the things, you lead me to all these assumptions. And I drive myself crazy.
Or whoever your woman is to have anxiety because you said that you were going to call her and then you didn't.
And I'm not even like that with, this is not, you guys, just, I mean, I know we're talking about relationships, but that's in parenting too. Your child is small right now. When they get a little bit older, you know, male or female, and we talked about black males specifically, and they don't call you or let you know, like, hey, I'm gonna be over here. They just living life. You be losing your mind. That's your baby. It's like, yo, where are you? What's going on? Like, you need to know. Like, I tell my children all the time, leave a breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Let somebody know where you're at all times.
No.
Yeah, it don't even have to be me, but somebody. Nobody ever needs to say, I don't know. Somebody knew. So I just think that the importance of, I said, communication. People cannot read your mind, and I'd rather let you know and know that there is no assumption there. I've told you. where I'm at, what's going on emotionally, all that stuff. And now we can work something out. You know, we can come to the forefront of what we're going to do with that, how we're going to tackle my feelings, how we're going to put some things in place that can help me, as J. Lou Music was asking, kind of begin to recover. And I can't put a time frame on it because transgression affects everybody differently. You know, somebody else may be like, that's the past, done, over with it. I forgave you. We're not going to talk about that. We're moving on. Somebody else may be like in defense mode every day. They like waiting for you to do it again, whatever it is. You just got to communicate where you're at. And that is a constant because you have good days and bad days. That's another thing people they're not honest about. It's like today was a good day. And I think when you're the person that's done the transgression, you got to rock with that shit. You cannot be upset because somebody's having a bad day. The bad day could be like they did something and that kind of threw me back into what you normally do. And it's just frustrating to me because I thought I was going through that over again, you know? And then another thing, to kind of be honest with you, the question he had, you have the power to decide when you don't want to be a part of something anymore. So if you've been in something for a while and you feel like, hey, I was the transgressor, I put things in place, I communicated, I feel like I'm being abused at this point, I just can't take it. It's okay to throw in the towel. It's okay to say, I hate that I did this to you, and I've done everything in my being to try to make up for it, and it just seems like it's not enough. So I release you from this because I don't want to be that person. And I want you to be happy. And this is the capacity we can work together, whether you want to be friends, whether you co-parenting, whether that's your family member. But I can't continue to have this type of relationship with you. Adjustments are made. You might have been tight with a best friend at one point. And it's like, we can never have that again because what you did. I think you're a good person. I want to be supportive, you know, how I can, but we can't rock out with the happy hours, me showing up to your birthday. But I don't even want to really be around you like that. Because I'm good. What you did to me, no. And that's okay. It's okay, you know, for the transgressor to say, man, you know, I can never, I just messed up, you know? So that's my thoughts on that. Did I answer the question? I see another question pinned here. I submitted 2 topics earlier in the week. They're in the bowl, and we pull from the bowl, so it's random. So when they come up, you'll be like, that's my topic. But that's the beauty of Sipping Live. It's random. Nothing is set. We dig in these bowls and we pull stuff out. I don't know what Elle is going to pull. She has no idea what's even in my bowl. I don't know what's in her bowl. So I actually saw that DM. I was the one that responded to it, and I put those topics in the bowl. I put them in topic format. I think I messaged you back, and I put them in the bowl so they can come up at any time when they're pulled, and we'll definitely touch on it. But and that's for anybody. If you submit a topic, it goes in the bowl because I love the randomness of it. You know, it's kind of just like letting it kind of flow. But they're both in the bowl, and hey, we'll shake it up and jump into it. You know, I mean I think that's the fun part of this. You just never know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Are you talking?
Sorry, I forgot I had it on mute because Harlow was crying.
I was just like, what? I saw him say something. I didn't hear her. So
I have it on mute because Harlow had been crying, so I was like, let me just mute it while you're talking. My bad.
No, you're good. So J. Lou Music, I hope I answered your question. And Elle, I hope that, I know I elaborated quite a bit, but I segued and went in there, but I hope I answered your question too.
Yes. So I know it's your last topic. Anybody else have questions? Make sure you hit that question remark and we'll hit them after the next topic. Vera, are you keeping it spicy since we've been pretty much spicy on this?
I want to write that last topic down just for when we post. What was that last one again? And I started talking and didn't even. What was it?
The need for control, but find another word for control, because it wasn't really about control, but that was just the first word that came to mind when I was like thinking about the topics on my my thingy thing.
You said that it was the need for control.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. Dealing with control through transgression. You like that?
Yes.
All right. I feel like even when I go to my spicy bowl, it's never really, I don't feel like it's spicy. I feel like those are still good topics. So I'm going to do something a little interesting. Hopefully I get Arkansas Barbies in there. So I'm going to do, this will be fun. Doing something silly over here. I love impromptu. I'm a very spontaneous person. So so you guys, you tell me which one you want to talk about. So I pulled wife, husband duties, no mutual benefit. That was one. And then another one is marriage, a jail sentence. And then do women determine men's success? So I'm going to table that one. I don't even want that in there. Do women determine men's success? I don't even feel like going into that because we just had that such deep. But I really like these two. I like the wife, husband duties, no mutual benefit. That's what I'm leaning towards. Because I'm gonna do this thing. I'm feeling that topic because I feel like so many people put in the requirements for the title, yet they don't have the title. And it's crazy. And they're mad about it. And I think that at some point you have to understand the difference between, like, okay, what title do I hold, and what requirements come with that?
Yeah.
And that's not just a woman, because I feel like as women, we are taught to, you don't give up the draws unless it's like this.
Yeah.
You don't do this unless you get a ring. Like we are well equipped to know, like, no, that's not even on the table.
Yeah.
Because you get in. You don't even have the prerequisites for that. Your resume is not reflective of what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for men, they're not taught, I feel like, if a man, and you know, I'm not gonna say I'm team man, but you know, you and I have a son, you guys. You're gonna always hear me do both sides. I have a son and a daughter. So for my son, I always look at the prerequisites for him. And it's like, but what, you know, wait a minute. So you gotta pick her up, pay for her stuff, remember the holidays, you know, feed her, talk to her, you giving emotional support, all that. Are you her boyfriend? Do y'all go together?
Real bad?
Are y'all engaged? It's like, are you working towards the husband title? You know? And I mean, and it happens with women too, I believe it. I just feel like you need to understand the type of duties you're putting in if it matches the title that you hold.
Yeah.
And I don't think people sit back and really take that into consideration. Like, yo, I do like wife stuff, husband stuff. Yeah. I don't get none of the benefits. I don't even have a title. Like, there's no title that it's never been given to me, but I do that.
Yeah.
And then you gotta start like reflecting on who you are as a person and why you would be accepting of something like that.
Yeah.
So that's my segue into it. I'm gonna throw that over to you, Elle, to touch on, but I see that a lot. People are wholeheartedly giving up all the duties that come with the title. They do not hold the title. They're not. They're not that. You're not that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think too, it depends on what your expectations are in a relationship. Like, some people, marriage isn't a priority for some people. So the things they do without the title is fine. But for the majority of people, marriage is something that's important to them. And I feel like don't do wifely duties if you're not a wife, because then that person is going to think that it's you. Why marry her if she's doing everything wifely now? So if your intention is to be married and have that title, don't go doing what a wife does. Because
how do you find the I want to ask you that before you keep going. Mm-hmm. How do you find the balance in that? If it's like, I like this person, I don't want to give so much as a girlfriend or boyfriend because I'm not even that. But this is naturally in my nature to be a giver.
Then you need to be upfront. If you want wifey things, then you need to wife me up, like point blank period.
Okay, so what about the guys though? How would a guy do that? Hold on.
You said
how would a guy, like, you know right away when you said you gotta wife me up. What does a guy do when he's being treated? He's doing, like, you know how it is as a woman. You know that one guy you can go to and he's gonna be that guy, but he's not that guy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you equip that guy, but he's not that guy? Well, how does he let somebody know, like, nah, I'm not doing that?
To be honest,
it's really, I feel like it's a double standard. What would you suggest?
It is a double standard, but on the men's side of things, it's all about communication, and you have to, even if you've been dishing out husband energy, BDE, husband energy, you still have to eventually find the strength to be like, you know what? This ain't working for me no more. As easy as it sounds for me to say it, as easy as a woman can say, you ain't wiping me up, so boom, boom, boom. A man needs to let the woman know too, because I think sometimes women get so comfortable, like, he's always going to be here. He's always going to be this cushion. Men need to have some cojones and don't be afraid to say it. And if you lose that person over them, it's fine, because they were not meant to be in your life. Maybe they were just meant for a season. And this is your sign to go find a woman that you're meant to be with. Just like going to be played with, a man shouldn't be played with.
But Elle, how do you identify? How would you say you identify? Because I know we as women can identify right away the do's and don'ts of, like, you know, this is definitely a wife type thing or a girlfriend type thing. And how does a man know when he's kind of crossed the line? I'm saying from a female perspective, because a man could set out. I was reading J. Lube's topic. One thing he was saying was a man needs to know his do's and don'ts, you know, and then he was saying he is husband energy. Yes, he's giving husband energy. I feel like even us, right? Even us as women, what do you think exemplifies boyfriend and husband type things, and a man should be on alert of, like, yo, we're telling you this is some husband type stuff. You might not know this, but you're doing the stuff of a boyfriend.
Yeah.
What would you think are some things, like, right off? Like, if it was like 3 or 4 things, it's like, you don't want to be doing
right
this.
Off would be just the type of things that you guys do. Like, is it always, oh, let's go spend some money? Oh, let's just go to the movie. Just like little things. If you ain't introduced to the family, if you guys just, in general, the conversation, if y'all ain't even have the conversation about what kind of future you see for yourself and what kind of future you see for yourself, hands down, just that conversation in general. I know I've gone on dates and stuff, and it was like, well, do you see yourself having kids? Do you see yourself being married? Because then, you know, that's a deal breaker. So first and foremost, you got to know who you taking out on that first date. The first date should be the motherfucking job interview. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get to know, because on that first date, you gonna know if you want to go on the second date, and by that second date, you gonna know if you want to go on the third date, and 6 months in, you will know if you want to marry that person or not. So I think that all the information you need to know should be on that first date. And if you guys are both undecided on where you see your future, as you start to be with this person, you start to see their character. Does their character align with you? Are they selfish? Are they a me, a want type person? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's like 4 or 5 things I can just point, because I think at the end of the day, it becomes an energy thing and a thing that you kind of just know. But in that first date, you should know if you want to take shit further with that person. He bars.
All right.
I can't do you Maya and J-Lu. High in mastery. Him.
That's what I was laughing at. I'm like, oh, so I can take these acronyms.
Tape right here, because y'all know I got bars. Y'all know I got.
No, I said.
Y'all know I got the song on Spotify right now, so we can do some bars.
Wait, I'm laughing because they took him. I'm like, they're gonna take all these to the next level.
Taking care of the house, making sure that I'm okay, planning, executing. Wait, but hold on. Let me just go real quick. Him energy is, I got you, I got us, I got it.
Where'd you get that from?
I got you, I got us, I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
That's what you know from a woman. And as a man, when you can say that to a woman, that's when you know we ain't getting no marriage energy. We gonna be in this communion.
Wait, what is it again? I got us.
I got you. I got us. I got it.
Okay.
You, us, it. You. I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Okay,
babe.
You giving big Rick the Critic energy right now.
Because I'm the #1 fan right here. Big the Rick the Critic energy, because she be dropping them gems. I got you. I got us. I got it. And if you can't determine that on the first date, it's a no for me. Bitch, it's a no for me. The studio set up now, puppy voice. No, I really do got a song on Spotify, guys. And I got some ad-libs out there, just so y'all know.
I can't with you.
My rapper name is Sadidi Monroe. She over here throwing bottles and shit.
What do you guys
out at me? That black mama eye coming out on me.
I would love to hear in the comments, what are your individual cutoffs when you know you're giving relationship energy? When it's like, nah, like I just want to see in the comments from anybody in there, like, these are things I am like, I'm not giving that. I'm a girlfriend now. I have to be a girlfriend before I do this. I have to be a boyfriend before I do this.
But I'm curious. Barbie, I don't necessarily think a husband goes to Home Depot and the boyfriend goes to call the folks to fix it. Because the husband just might not be his specialty. He might just
read it to me
to fix it. And if he just might need to call someone to fix it.
Elle, read what this question said. What did she say?
It wasn't a question, it was a statement. It said a husband is going to go to Home Depot and a boyfriend is going to call the folks to fix it. But a husband, that just might not be his specialty. So I don't need you fucking up the toilet more than it's already fucked up. Call that plumber and pay that $125 an hour. Because if you want to fix that shit and you fuck it up more, then we'd have to be out $1,500.
And then you gonna feel like you got it, you got us, and it's like, no, you didn't have it.
You got all the two, but you didn't have it, which means where am I gonna go shit?
Oh, she said it was a joke. Oh, did she put JK at the end?
No, I don't know. Hold on. No, not at the end. But J. Lou said.
Yeah, that's why she didn't know. That's why she didn't know.
Oh.
What? Anybody else in the comments? What are things that you're just like, that's boyfriend or girlfriend? What are things that you specifically? I know what you were saying, Arkansas Barbie, that this is what one does. But what do you not do when you? It's like, I will do all this, but if I'm doing this, I'm a girlfriend. If I do this, we are fast tracking to marriage. I am a wife in training. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like if y'all living together and you waking up, cooking, washing clothes, and all this stuff, that's wifey shit, unless y'all have a thing where y'all just don't like, if marriage is not something that is important to y'all. If you guys have a thing where marriage is not like important to you guys, in the sense like it's important to other people, and you guys are doing that stuff, it's fine. But if you're already doing that shit and you know that marriage is important to you as a woman or a man, then you got to nip that shit in the bud. You should never let it get that far in the beginning. J-Lu said time and patterns, point blank, spending a night consistently. J-Lu, facts. Rick the Critic said washing her car, filling up the tank. Men shouldn't spend the night and leave his personal items at each other's home. Elle said it perfectly. Be honest. Say what you're looking for up front from marriage. And J-Lu said introducing people to that person. That's. And Josiah said, I was literally about to say that. I don't try. LOL. And we're
To say what?
We're dating.
To say what?
I was literally about to say that. I think he was responding to J-Lu when he said introducing people to that person. And Chloe said,
okay.
Refuse to cook if I don't like you. I am not cleaning your house or washing your clothes.
And Chloe, I'm gonna add on to that. I won't even be at your house to wash your clothes or cook if I'm not your girlfriend. And that's the mantra.
Not your girlfriend. Fuck being a wife. If I
but I'm saying that sometimes you gotta evaluate. Like, this is not even somebody I'd want to entertain for either of these titles. I'm not gonna be at your house to wash your clothes, to meet your family, to cook for you, because that's not what it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's not even what it is. So I think that's why people might dodge the I want to meet your friends or come meet my family, when they're like, nah, they're letting you know with their actions, like, yeah, you thought I was feeling you?
That nigga munch. Some of the things I'm like,
I hate that song. I was laughing.
I didn't even know about this girl till literally a week ago.
But it's trending, and it's like, you know, I was telling you. Like, but that's what it just
is a munch.
It was
like a piranha.
It was a perfect segue when I was like, you thought I was feeling you? I couldn't help it. But
Josiah said, haha, LML. L said, fuck all that. I ain't cooking if I ain't your girl.
Yeah, but I think
drive-through or get some food coming in, but shit. You the man side chick, the mattress. Much.
They know the deal. They know the deal.
I'm not going to have your house smell like vanilla and lemon zest for the next chick with the matching towels and candles. No, sir. You are not going to get the good old salmon for me.
What?
That's what Arkansas Barbie said. I am not going to have your house smelling like vanilla and lemon zest for the next chick with the matching towels and candles. No, sir. You are not going to get the good old salmon for me. All right, we'll stop. Turn the camera a little more. They know the deal. Oh, wow.
You see him over there? You know what it is. Turn the camera a little more. They know the deal. Can't nobody guard me. And that's the truth. I'm not nobody's girlfriend. Ain't nobody guard me. But on a good note, I think it's really important to have it's been said to me, a pie chart. It was taught to me years ago by my partner, and it was interesting to hear him break down the components of a pie chart. Everybody has different percentages. You know, I'm not here to tell you what yours are, but ultimately, overall, everybody has deal breakers and non-negotiables. So somebody might be like, yo, out of 100%, 60% of my pie chart is she has to look good. And you might be like, oh, so she don't have to be trustworthy, loyal, whatever. That's what they got going on. But I think if you have your pie chart in order, you got your deal breakers and non-negotiables, you won't be doing anything that equates to the not having the title. Like, I know what I give when I have this title. I'm not giving none of that. I'm not giving girlfriend energy, gestures, input, and nothing. And same for guys. Like, no, you can't. One of my things with guys specifically, and Elle, you will co-sign this, I'm sure. Don't let no girl dump on you. Girls will, if she ain't your girl, she can't call and talk your ear off.
That's
a lot.
That's
girl.
Listen, friends, bitch, don't waste my time if you ain't changing, making changes. Same with a man. A man, men need women like us to give them the game. Don't be a sucker. Don't be a munch. Don't be a munch. He eating you for lunch. Don't be
why would he be a sucker, Elle? What would make a man a sucker?
Because he's there. She's literally using him to dump on him, to be the, oh, I just need someone, like, you know, when you don't want to go to your girlfriend because your girlfriend's going to tell you the real. Well, some of them going to tell you the real. But the man is going to listen to you, and he may feel sorry for you. He may console you, take you shopping, take you to eat, take you to the movies, make you feel better. So you feel okay to go keep dumping on him. And he is accepting it because, in a sense, he might be like, well, I enjoy spending time with her. And he might think it could turn into something. A nigga ain't turned into shit.
He's a munch.
He a munch. Because he over here talking to you about the shit because she still wants the nigga that's fucking her over, instead of seeing the value in you, instead of seeing your heat energy. Your hit chemistry.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So she's going to keep coming to you, and you as a man are going to feel like, damn, you know, she's coming to me. She feels comfortable talking to me. I can see this going somewhere. Meanwhile, she over here fucking him still, even though he's doing her wrong, and she come dumping on you because she wants don't want to be with you.
J. Lou said girls will dump on you about a nigga they gonna run right back to later. And Josiah said the stiff arm is real.
Because we don't know what we're supposed to do until we experience or what we have coaching.
Wait, why did Josiah say, I know it's supposed to be soft girl season, but it's going to get real cold for these girls to deal with Jay?
Facts.
Well, I think it's cool you said that.
Turtleneck.
It's going to be a cold winter.
Rick and Craig said, what the question was is, how does a man know when he's crossing the dating line into marriage line? That is a friend zone when you listen to her. It don't turn into shit, but really he's the best thing.
Wait, what?
Girl, if you break my damn computer, you reread it, Vera?
I'm reading to it now. When you listen to her, it don't turn into shit, but really he's the best thing. I'm just gonna tell, this is my public service announcement for men. Women will let you do what you allow them to. So if she can take your money, the nicest girl, you got to set boundaries, and they'll respect it and respect you for it. They'll respect it, and they will tell their friends, girl, he don't let me run over him like the other ones do. I love it. Mm-hmm. Girl, he make me respect him. But the moment a girl knows, like, he's a munch,